What is good people? Welcome back to the channel. Time to unveil the new car for the channel. Yeah, the 2023 Subaru WRX that I just copped. She only has 4,000 miles on her. I paid $27,000 for taxes. We don't want to talk about after taxes, APR, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a dope car. Excuse the garage. There's a lot of stuff going on, as you guys know. I got all these cars and things going down. It's a mess, but here she is, the new car. The reason why I got her is I was in the market. Honestly, what actually happened is mount bolt right here literally stripped through this and ripped this out. So this has to be re-welded on. Not something I could do, and something I had to find somebody else to do. And I needed a reliable car to get to and from work every single day. So we went looking, and the truck, although works really good, is bad on gas. Really bad on gas. I'm a truck driver working intermodal for Swift, so you know I make a little money, but I'm not the richest. But let's talk about this car. So the reason why I ended up buying this car is because when I decided, you know what, we're gonna get a new car. I'm gonna get a brand new car. I always said if I bought a car, it wouldn't be specifically brand new. It would have, you know, anywhere but under 15,000 miles, because they you know, the price goes down about $10,000 just for, you know, 5,000 miles. So this car actually came with 4,000 miles, which, I mean, you get a car that's $27,000 with 4,000 miles, all-wheel drive, turbo, you know, stick shift. You can't beat this. So I was in the market for the car. I wanted something that was manual, a Japanese car, 4-cylinder, good on gas. Not that this car is the greatest on gas, but something decent on gas, 4-cylinder turbo. I really wanted all-wheel drive. I'm a Honda guy, we know this. I would have got a Civic Type R. I would have got the Integra Type S, but for the price, and you don't get all-wheel drive with those cars. Great handling cars, you don't get all-wheel drive. Then you look at the GR Corolla, which is a really dope car. And in some ways, I think people say that they're better than these. I've seen, you know, up and down, but I've always been a fan of the Subaru. Always been a fan of the Subaru sound. Just me personally, hearing the horror stories of the EJ20s and how the, you know, EJ25, whatever, you know, I didn't want to go that route earlier on with those EJ motors, because I would, you know, hear horror stories of them blowing up if you turn the corner too hard and you know, get a rod bearing spun. When I did the research on the new ones, and they were saying that the engines were really stout, they fixed a lot of the issues with the sloshing of the oil. Yeah, to me, you couldn't go wrong. The, you know, Integra Type S of this car, you're getting so much more money. I mean, so much more bang for the buck. Like I said, a Type R is 40,000 above, you know, and that's a used one is 40,000. A new one's like closer to 50. Even I think the Mazda, I have an all-wheel drive Mazda. I'm not buying a Mazda. I'm sorry, I'm just not. You know, if it's between Subaru and Mazda, I'm definitely taking a Subaru. I don't care. But as you can see, I got the base model, so I didn't get the big screen. I take the 138, which is the back way from up here. I live in the high desert, Apple Valley, so when you come down that hill to work, I get to drive through the mountains, and it's the funnest. There's nothing better. I'm a big dude, so it has to be comfortable for me, and my kids have to fit in it, right? Right, Scylla? Yeah. You have to be able to fit in the car, right? Yeah. Okay. So the back seat has a lot of room. Really good room back here. This is with my seat all the way back, and there's still leg room. you can't get that in any of my other cars except the truck. Even the Challenger, which is huge, weighs, you know, 1,000 pounds more than this. It doesn't have any. You can't sit behind me pretty much if I have my seat all the way back in my most comfortable position. You know, so yeah. I'm not a fan of the rear lights. They look like, you know, Honda lights to me. And I know the last generation Subaru did have that pattern inside the light, but not this pronounced. Because now, to me, sometimes when you see them from behind, they look like Hondas. I take to work every day. We call it from up here. We call this the back way. And once we get through the houses and things of that nature, right here, we'll be going down through the mountains, the Summit Valley Road. There's some potholes that I'm just gonna go ahead and go over. This car is amazing, and I wanted to do this in the same video. Hopefully you can see everything clearly. And it's just, the handling on this car is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you can take corners at pretty much, you know, any speed you feel comfortable at, and it just holds on. I mean, it's literally, this thing is crazy. And unfortunately, you got this mess right here. We already caught up to them. That's just how fast, you know, you're taking corners down here that people can't. You're always gonna catch up to somebody. But usually when I come home at like 3 in the morning, there's nobody on the road, especially going north. Going up the hill at 3 in the morning, nobody on the road. It's just me, and I'm killing them, you know. Every now and then I run into, like, you know, somebody like me who knows how to actually drive this road, and you get into a little battle. I battled a GTI and an EG hatch and a Civic once. It was literally a 4-car battle coming up the hill, and we were, I mean, absolutely killing it. When we finally got back up to the hill where we started at by the airport, we all pulled up to the stop sign. It was just like, hey man, you know, just a lot of peace signs, and man, good run, you know. And that's the thing that's dope about people that drive the mountains and actually spiritedly drive the mountains for fun. It's great. I would love the next video. I would love to do, next time I do a video in the mountains, I would love to do a video going up to Lake Arrowhead. That's one of the best roads to drive through. You know, people from Southern California understand Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead. If you got one of these type of cars, like I said, a mountain car, something that has great handling, there's nothing better than that, you know. But I mean, to me, this is sad. I shouldn't be in 5th gear. Shouldn't be going 50. You know, speed limit is 55 back here, and we're barely going 55. This is more of a high-speed back road because, I mean, it's pretty straight. At some parts, you don't get to really the turns until a little later. And if you're used to this road like I am, who drives every single day to and from work, I drive this road, then the turns when they come up you can take them at such high speeds because you know what's around the corner. And other people, you can tell when they're chasing you or in front of you, they can't drive these corners at the same speed you can because they don't know what's around the corner. Like I said, I wish I could do the mods. Man, I want to tune this car. I would love to do you know, headers, everything that I've seen online that people are doing to these cars to make around 400 wheel horsepower. And I would love to do that. I really would, because 400 wheel horsepower with all-wheel drive is crazy. And the number one thing I want to do to this car, safely though, I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna do as much research as I can, is get that red line up, because that 6,000 red line comes up on you so quick. I mean, absolutely ridiculous how fast that comes up. So I've seen people online have 7, and somebody said they rocked it for a year at least, around 7,000 RPM. But if I can at least get that 1,000 more, I'll be happy. But we'll see. And like I said, we'll do some research, and we got a long way to 60,000 miles before I actually start doing some stuff to it. So we'll see. But yeah, that red line has to come up. And I know it's a bigger engine. It's a 2.4 liter. So, but yeah, we're gonna see. I think even the STI, the last generation, red line was 75.5 or 7,500, somewhere around there. But oh man, this car is lovely. Not bad at all, man. It's not bad at all. But like I said, we can't go nowhere. We got traffic.